The council, the world now, well not the world but the elect on via YouTube and so forth. Using what thus says the Lord. So then our council is right before the Lord. That's right. Yeah. Not our own vain thoughts
and opinions and
yes.
But
see, afterward thou shalt be called the city of righteousness.
Is it afterward we shall be called what?
The city of righteousness.
Yeah, that is our prayer. We saying it with one voice. We shall be called the city of righteousness. Well,
I can understand. I know you can understand.
Well,
the faithful city.
What?
The faithful city.
That faithful city, boy. That faithful, that is what the Lord purify. You understand, with the fire, and also wash in His blood, which represent the word. Huh?
It says Zion shall be redeemed with judgment.
Zion shall be redeemed with what?
With judgment.
We're going to be redeemed with judgment, because everything will come back to your mind fresh again. You'll be knowing exactly what was, because the scripture says at one point we knew all these things, so God is just refreshing in your mind. Well,
and her converts with righteousness.
And her converts with what?
With righteousness. That's going back into people who, that going back into the brothers who wake up to.
Yeah, that makes us repent and be converted.
Converted back to
the truth.
Well, verse 28, it says, and the destruction
and what?
And the destruction of the transgressors.
Of the what?
Of the transgressors.
Yeah, the destruction of the transgressors, which is martial law. Right? Rex 84, King Alfred, Agenda 21, all these things the Most High have in place, then have set up for you all. Right? There's the destruction for the transgressors. You know, all you mockers and scoffers, all you Egyptologists. Yeah. Let me see if Amun-Ra and Isis, and what is the next one? Horus and let me see.
Is it Paul like Shaka and all these brothers
Anubis
seeing prophecies but denying it?
Yeah.
The Lord reserved all this for this time here.
Let me see. Call on Isis.
You sang that time over there?
Yeah, son nigga, not son
nigga. But the Lord preserved he for this time too, to see, and the Lord caused him to go to see this time, you know. So now you have a choice to make.
Scripture now come to my head with this whole I'm still up here. That's the way I feel. Scripture now come to my head as in now saying that a scripture is could consider a certain person within a particular relative now. Where they say anything in apocryphal gay. Not just because the Lord will make us speedily work of
Oh yes. You're paraphrasing, you're right.
I'll put it out just now.
Just because judgment isn't executed speedily, that doesn't mean that the judgment isn't coming enough. Properly paraphrasing everything. That doesn't mean that the judgment isn't coming. Judgment is coming sure. Can't.
Don't worry. All you Egyptologists and them are
because they see a whole lot of things. But you see COVID come on the scene, they see the Lord lock down the scene. You know Amun-Ra clearing the scene. I show you they got to pray to Amun-Ra and nothing happening. Yeah.
Amun-Ra.
Yeah, Amun-Ra, Imhotep
and
Isis. Yeah.
All these words.
Imhotep was Joseph.
Yeah, because if you look at it carefully, he above all was subscribed to the one true living God.
You understand? But walk into the scripture.
Yeah, it says Zion shall be redeemed with judgment and her converts with righteousness. It says and the destruction of the transgressors and of the sinners shall be together.
He's going to deal with all of it in a serious way.
One time everybody.
Yeah, one time everybody gain everybody. According to Wicked Trick and all. Let's make the song, they call the song Blue now.
Right.
One of them shout out, none shall escape.
Yeah. And if you don't cause you to say that, none shall escape.
None shall escape.
None shall escape. See, he with the ball running. Yes, see, he running from the sword. The Lord showing me, you say the same thing as say. He said he will laugh at the calamities.
It says, shall be together. And they that forsake the Lord shall be consumed.
Shall be what?
Shall be consumed.
Yeah, that's why the Most High is going to purge you all the way. Because, as I always said, 2/3 in you Israelites is rubbish. And what do what you just do with the rubbish? You just get rid of rubbish. You just dispose of rubbish. Right? So the Most High is going to get rid of you, or he's going to dispose of you. Right?
If you look right before you go,
hence
we had to don't take the crunch time.
Salakia. Hence the reason why you have the word salvation. Salvation came out from the word what? Salvage.
Yeah.
Because if you have something and whatever it may be, and part of it has become deteriorated, it doesn't mean deteriorated, what you go do? You will pick out where you can use again, where you can build from again. So what is that? Is salvage. Right? So the Most High is going to salvage. Why you say what? Only a remnant will return. Only a remnant he will save.
Right? When you go to war long time, say the spoils now.
Right?
That's all salvage. Hold on, you see, that's why we in German prophetic vibration, brothers working up with salvation with fear and trembling. Every day we have to call upon the Lord, go down on your knees, do something, because it really, you're coming down to crunch time and you got to know the Lord. Right now you're supposed to know how to approach the Lord, how to call upon his name, how to hold that faith in your heart, for when this perilous time comes down upon our head. You know, you ain't gonna ball like a little girl before the Most High. The Bible says, but good up your loins as a what? As a man. That's why you have to be good up your loins. As a man, it's not going to be easier. Some brothers have to give their life for the Lord.
That's right.
That's right. Some brothers will still see this, wait until the testimony until the Lord comes. But for the main thing, this is what we're heading into.
Some brothers might have to watch the whole family die before their eyes.
Yeah, you see?
That's how serious it is. It's no playtime thing.
Yeah, something the Lord is right. The scripture says it's not like him. Who is worthy to praise, who is not power.
You have one more line here.
It should.
Come good.
It says, for they shall be ashamed of the oaks which they have desired.
They shall be a what?
Ashamed of the oaks which they have
The
desired.
oaks is the philosophies and the gods what they have desired. They shall be ashamed.
Yeah, let's start to that going back into worldly things.
Yeah, worldly things too can, but all that, you know what I mean?
So they go through that with the desire and about the things that with the desire too. It says, and ye shall be confounded of the gardens that ye have chosen.
Churches.
That is the philosophy.
We should be churches.
It says, and ye shall be confounded for the gardens that ye have chosen.
Right? You'll be confounded because, and again, there is I think it's Zechariah 13, buddy.
So now you tell me, when you read that when you read that just now,
don't come with it.
When you read that just now, you tell me that talking about vocabulary and the Lord, or talking about Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. Which one are they talking about? Vocabulary and God? No, that ain't something like that. That ain't something like no Christian God.
Because the Christian God he loved the sinner, but he the sinner.
That power that we talking about is an angry, pissed off power. When he come, he cannot smile in no happiness day. The only people supposed to rejoice is the elect. But for the rest of you, no happy time coming day. He says sword will be bathed in them. With your blood.
Yeah, even if very elect and will be fried.
Scripture say that will be amazement.
Because it's going to be easy. Remember these things you never see when you behold with your eyes in it. Now you behold it. I'm telling you, many times that's why again, that's why we have to make ourselves right with the Lord.
Repeat that thing again, Salakia.
It says, for they shall be ashamed of the oaks which ye have desired, and ye shall be confounded for the gardens that ye have chosen.
When they be confounded with the gardens that they have chosen, and they see that garden was the wrong garden, and the one who was keeping the garden was a false gardener. Is when they read Zechariah 13 from 1 go down to verse 7, right? You gardeners, which is you pastors, your own congregation is going to put you to death. The Most High is going to put the spirit upon your own congregation, to slaughter you.
That is what going to happen to folk.
That is the judgment that comes.
That is what going to happen to folk up Malone and felt like folk up Malone and all the rest of them.
Stay there and feel as a joking thing, as
Yeah.
a kicks thing.
It was written. That's it.
Yeah.
As if fatally falls.
Because he might be, he might be
Yes.
still an underdog
Yeah.
to his people.
He's a special type of demon.
Yeah. God set him up to be an adversary on the left-hand side of the Hebrew Israelite. You understand? But now he running out, I seen the video, he running out and they will say, he are not the thief. He's like a
Fumes right now.
Yeah, he's like a monkey that run out of his last trick.
He
Try all over.
continue himself now when he was talking.
All how the
Yeah.
man trying and still.
Continue himself.
But go ahead up.
But see, for ye shall be as an oak who leaf fadeth,
He shall be what?
as an oak who leaf fadeth,
Well,
and as a garden that had no water,
another guy, I don't know.
no water.
But can't.
Some people just keep
Yeah.
that's refrain on it. Right?
But he then expound a little bit too.
Yeah,
I'm going to expound more. But I get one of the person to really have to expound on it.
Yeah, you just tell me where you want to.
Yeah.
We read for you.
You do that expound.
Alright, just like with it. So days were going on because it's perilous times, boy, and all they feel, well, you know, everything going on. Last night I come home in a taxi and the DJ.
No. Keep that said because the 2 pieces of whistle, everything got attached. What should I do?
One. And well, it's good. Yeah. Somebody hold down here 12 and 1.
12 and 1 from
I
the 12 and 1.
hold down 12 and 1. Well,
Second I shot 16 from 17.
second I shot 16.
I go 17.
Alright, so we get with the program here more. This is Jeremiah 30 and 7. Right? So we will explain like that.
Yeah.
Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
You see the
Yeah.
time of.
That's the time of Jacob trouble.
Yeah.
Because we see that already. Watching looking at our brothers and our sisters across in Biafra land.
Come on.
Alright? You see more going on when the Hamites shooting them down, right? In the middle of the street, right? They house of Fulani, right? The militia, you know, they line and they say there's not the army and whatnot, but at the end of the day, who composed of them militias?
Right.
Right? It's the heathens, right? You know, Jake in a mess, Jake crying out, right? They crying out to the powers that be, right? United Nations and everybody know they have no help they get from there, right? The help is in your Bashim, your Shai, alright? So all these things happen around the world. I know wherever Jake's scattered, you know, this is happening right now. It's starting to happen more and more. So, you know, you're feeling the bird pangs now. You know, it coming stronger now.
And funny enough,
Yeah.
the most I can sight a witness, you know, a woman going into labor this evening. And you know, I seen she in that pain, she groaning on that bed.
What the sister say? In this like I mean, that what the sister say when the brother did from.
Yes, and from four corners.
She said it's like a woman going through a pain, but she died. How she just tried to pain on you.
Feel that woman?
Yeah.
Feel that woman?
Say that.
Feel that woman?
She was around.
Feel that woman bawling and groaning on that stretcher, but we need to go and push out that child. And while she pushing out that child is she bawling. Yeah? Right, so guys, I read it over again.
Yeah.
For alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
And what kind of day you think it is? You know, these Christians they're thinking that their niceness, they think that Jesus Christ gonna come down on a cloud and he's gonna hug up everybody and kiss up everybody and it will be a nice time. Right? And, you know, as they say, you know, they believe in John 3:16, right? God so loved the world. Right?
That scripture come like the Christians only hope.
God.
Christians, if that scripture was in the Bible, they have no hope.
God. But
they have a false understanding of the scripture. Go ahead.
God. You know, but this day not going to be no nice day, not going to be no nice time. Right? The day is going to be darkness and not light. Right? Like Amos 5 and 18.
Amos 5 and 18.
Yeah.
Quick. This is book of Amos chapter 5 and verse 18. Alright? Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord.
We have plenty people in all different walks of life. Some people say, some people, not all, but some demons want to stay in Babylon. But Christians are talking about they desire the day of the Lord to see that Jesus. And not, and so like here, let me rephrase what I say that not all Christians desire to see Jesus neither. Some Christians decide that we already in this kingdom, so we can make the best use of it. And look for betterment in the kingdom. That is the thing. Look for betterment in this kingdom. So it's kind of like, back then it's kind of like, I don't want to cast it on the right demons still. But it's like back then the Sanhedrin Council. It's at those who believe in a Messiah coming, an angel, and then it's at those that didn't believe in a Messiah coming and they just believe in monotheism, which is just the belief from one God and another is the. So it was well, you know. And the scripture saying, and eternal justice towards that then. Because the Bible says kingdom divided can't stand. That's why the Lord has said Yahweh Shai to bring us back together.
Which is the reason why they've been scattering us. They've been having between 1,000 Christian denominations. Right. Because it was the old thing is to divide and conquer. Right.
Right. So right. Continuing in verse 18, Amos 5 and 18. To what end is it for you? Right? To what end of it is it for you?
To what end is it for you? Right? Because it's not no niceness and things too, as we were saying before. It's a dread time. Right? A time unlike any other time in the face of the earth.
The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
What did the Lord say?
Just the day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
Very dark. Very, very dark. Alright? The things we're going to see. Right? We're going to see corpses on the ground rotting. Right? It ain't going to be nobody burying nobody. Right? You'll see women raped, children being killed.
When you say darkness, it's going to be literally there, but when you say darkness, is the thing that about the sin of it. That's how dark that would have polluted them.
Verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion.
Yeah, but a lion, if you go to the zoo, especially now, it's in Trinidad, you go to the zoo now, you know, this are the lion behind you can the glass now. Now they have a fence. When you see lion face to face, it's a fearsome beast. It's a fearsome beast.
Yeah, when you say a lion, I remember that time when I was small, I went out and I went to school, and I was in the water watch. Second year, or no way up to standard one and thing now, and I remember clearly that we went on a outing in the zoo. And I see well, it was not a lion, I see a tiger, and when that tiger make a roar, it put fear upon you as a child. That's true, but they just hearing that roar, it put fear. The teachers and started coming up, well, let's stay away from the kids, stay away from the kids.
I wonder with a big weave. The lion take off after, she started scream. Behind the cage, I electrified fence, but the long weave looked like one of them, you know them thing that lion is eating. They call them the cellula or whatever they call them. The long side here now. She brought me and she said, now it's zebra too, but now something like a cow, a wild cow. I can't remember the name. But when you see that here fly, so when the lion like take off, they say that's a prey. And once I scream.
Wow.
Right?
As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
A bear met him. So you run from a lion, you get away from a lion now. And you see that big bear coming out in the forest fair.
A big grizzly.
A big grizzly bear.
Yeah. That's how dark your world is.
Or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him.
A poisonous serpent bite you now. Right? So now you're in fear. Imagine how much fear you feel you're going to die now. Any moment you go drop down and die.
And just to say to her that good it literally mean a literal lion, bear and serpent. It is talking about the judgments that the Most High have in such dreadful stages. If you feel like a get away from the microchip, you have pestilence and diseases to come at you. If you feel, I wouldn't say that's not, if you feel like you get away from the martial law troops, right? He had the famine to come for you. if you feel like you get away from the famine, it had the pestilence and diseases to come at you. If you feel like you get away from the pestilence and diseases, it had the RFID microchip. Still,
yes, I thought that.
all sorts of judgment. And if you feel like you get away from all them things, it's still how slack, yeah? It's still how World War III, where you can end up getting picked up from a stray bullet. If you're not, let me say, you're not in the fighting, not in the military or whatnot, so forth.
So that's how damn the
Or a bomb, or you're in the vicinity of a bomb drop and you're within the blast radius. All these things are a dogfight taking place in the skies and a plane gets shoot down and happen to just land on. You know that remind me of? Final Destination. You remember the movie Final Destination Part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It is all, they really say it has 6 million ways to dead. Choose one of them.
And even, going on to the last one I said, is when you have shy and break the clouds, that when it's happening really gonna start. Or hopefully they could hide us. They can't really hide.
Lord have point 4 types of death. Jeremiah 15, right? 4 types of death. Right? And animals are know as well even play a role in that too.
Animals, fowls and beasts.
Verse 20, shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light?
For it could be physical and spiritual. You understand? Spiritually speaking, the place dark because the way you see the evil that's going on in the world. But physically, when those ICBN church will black out the sun. That is the word I know. That is what we ended in.
Even very dark and no brightness in it.
I know what?
Even very dark and no brightness in it.
You don't say no brightness in that darkness, gross darkness to people. That is how it is. Yeah, we live in that age.
We survey from the bring the world over to much.
That's all right. We go walk in the mountain just now. Where's the precept again?
I have to my own precept.
I don't go ahead. Who only the second and 16? On the Daniel 12. Daniel only Daniel 12.
I know it's Daniel 12, yeah, right.
But go ahead, go ahead.
This is the book of it's the Psalm 1 chapter 3 verse I'll go down to the point. It is from 16. Verse 16. As for the children of the adulterers, they shall not come to their perfection, and the seed of the unrighteous bed shall be rooted out. For true they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded, and their last age shall be without honor.
Well, that twofold, I'm already talking about Esau, that scripture in particular, but also you could play it into J2, because again, 2/3 of our people, you know what I mean? The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, right? But the ways of the wicked had seduced them. So yeah, he is going to, because when you come back into the kingdom, he is going to, when you come back through another, one of the hopefully like scrotons, right? He is going to be ashamed, and he is going to be living in a shameful state, knowing how he was living on this side here, right? There's it here, right? You are honest?
Yeah, what movies?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, verse 18. Or if they die quickly, they have no hope, neither comfort in the day of trial.
Right, go ahead.
For horribly is the end of the unrighteous generation.
Yeah, horribly is the generation. It's this generation.
We this time here, all the prophecy is about this time here, really. This time to come.
Come on to the second entrance, you know. Yeah. 16 and 17. Second entrance, 16, 17.
Second Ezra chapter 16 verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days.
Ezra said, who is me? Say, who shall deliver me in those days? Who will be your deliverer? Who you will trust? Who you will turn to? Who will be a companion in time of trouble? Not the Lord? Not Yahweh Hashem Yahushai? Where that? Yeah.
Verse 18. The beginning of sorrows.
The what?
The beginning of sorrows.
Ooh, the beginning of sorrows. The beginning of sorrows. And that go back to Matthew 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
go back to Matthew 24. Yeah. They can link it back to
Link it sends my music, my feeling. You have to see these things. Don't be ashamed of the gospel. You can't be ashamed of the gospel. It's the power of the Lord unto salvation. So that's where you have to be chanting in your mind. You don't have mercy upon me if you find me acceptable. You understand what I'm saying? In a time like this, you know, we don't know what we're going to have to take to place. What we do is hold it to the scriptures and hold it firm. How about Shimei is our rock, our strong mighty tower in the time of trouble.
Yeah, like back up, so like back up in Matthew chapter 24, verse 8. It says all these are the what to 7. Now back to 6, I'll continue after 6. And this is the book of Matthew chapter 24. Continuing in verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
You shall hear of what?
Wars and rumors of wars.
This is the time we live in a dark world. This world is going to be no nice, pretty world, no exciting world. It's all putting on the television and on the wicked media, because the media is sorcery.
Yeah. See that ye be not troubled.
See that he be not what?
Troubled.
You can't be troubled in this time. We have a savior. We have a rock we can turn to in the time of trouble.
Please that note. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
But all these things must come to pass, but what?
The end is not yet.
We don't say, but the end is not yet. But what we doing, we prepare ourselves because the end is upon us. But all these prophecies must come to pass first. Mark of the beast. You understand? America being liquid nuclear fire. Well, actually World War III to bring in that. You understand what I'm saying?
That's so cool.
Yeah, that is what's going to happen.
For the continuing verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation.
For nation going to what? Rise against nation. Like prophecy that is outside our shame out.
Iran, Russia, China against America. How is that? And kingdom against kingdom.
And kingdom, what we see that happen, kingdom against kingdom. You go to back in the book of Ezra, especially when people shall stand up to fight against
and there shall be famines.
What? Famines, physical, spiritually. Spiritual famines are the word no more, the word will be no more. You will have to, if you didn't get filled with this oil, that is you. Go to the buyers and sellers.
And it's so spiritual that right now it's just for brothers to just top up the oil, because it didn't start already with you sharing your oil, because these sheikhs are actually, when they deal with these sheikhs, actually see the spirit on them that they don't want to be wicked, they want to continue in this world. So it's so really looking sincere, like if I really see a sincere brother, like, you know, you want to learn through this spirit, you go feel like, alright, this brother really, like, calling you, you know, you're going to come meet you. But these sheikhs, you gotta run them down the morning. Yeah, lead them in because you can't force them, you can't force them to come to eat the grass.
You know, so they're like dog. Repent and turn from your ways. That's all they got to do. Repent and turn from your ways.
Continue.
Yeah, go ahead. Like in the scripture says, but they repented not.
And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places.
Different places. Go ahead.
And that way on here, all places. All these are the beginning of sorrows.
All these are the what?
All this is the beginning of
so
sorrows.
after the 16 now, 16
right,
and 18.
This is the book of 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 18.
Go ahead.
The beginning of sorrows and great mourning.
And great mourning. So you see your Lincoln. See your Lincoln, the beginning of sorrows. Right? Yeah, precept upon precept. Right? But
yeah, the beginning of famine and great death.
And great death. Great death. Great death. Continue.
The beginning of wars and the powers shall stand in fear. And the powers go after all the nations.
Yeah, the leaders now will stand.
All the leaders will stand.
What?
The beginning of evils.
The beginning of what?
Evils.
Starting with the RFID chip, boy, that coming on the scene, real and terrible, then that vaccine, boy. And night time, how can I feel that thing, boy?
The one And watch me, that vaccine and that mark of the beast is what going to really kick off everything.
And
yeah.
so that, yeah, as I always, when me and Brother Yashua was talking, I said, what is the closest thing to a man? So you know, we was talking, so I said, well, we was like talking, so we said, you know, a man belly.
Yeah.
Because that what they're going to do, because they drop the economy, we're going to go on a like a bread farming and stuff. And so within the farming, they're going to bring forth, well, the vaccine got on be there already, doesn't got pass, but the solution got to be the RFID.
Wow. Because but because what they're going on already, what they're doing too right now, if you notice, brothers, especially Brother Amawan Baba from GMS Awakening, his channel, he was doing some videos concerning articles, you know, with the warning of famine on biblical scale now, you know, and a lot of these Americans, you know, that this coronavirus hit so hard in America that a lot of people go into they're so broke that they go into food banks. Wow. Right? They go into food banks. You know, and it's going to come to the point where not even the food bank will have
what I was
food.
going to say, you know, because on the news, this out on the news this week, they say they don't have enough food to give all coming back, like all the 1 or 2 pigs and them, the destitute and them all was on the road and them going the shells.
Soup kitchen.
Yeah, soup kitchen. Yeah, they close up all the soup kitchen and them. I'm not like that again.
So they don't know when them can't get no food. And all else are break loose. It will be them and all breaking into people's houses and all that.
Because nothing new under the sun. Back in the old Roman Empire, when the economy was crashing, right? That the old Roman Empire, what they had bread and silver. So what they were doing, they were giving away food. Right now, like what they're doing in the States right now, and even down here, giving grants, giving away food, right? And they'll have like big shows now. Well, basically it was in the arena, right? To keep the people placate the people, so that keep them under control, the enjoyment, give them enjoyment, right? That's to keep them under control. But when you go, that mindset, all is alright, man. We getting food, we have a nice show, we see Jake's killing himself now.
And then go around, listen to the cinema open,
That's right, back to the wisdom of Solomon. When it say grinding season and it say that make the far time to feel everything.
That is not wisdom of Solomon, second adjust.
Oh, so okay.
Second adjust 16. Keep going down into it. Second adjust 16, that same chapter 16. Go down into it. Go down.
I reach for this right, evils, right. Continuing verse 18. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils shall come?
Go ahead.
Behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish, and send as scourge